Welcome to the Business Spotlight Series. My name is Steve Chiama, and I'm the franchise owner for Action Coach here in Fairfax, Virginia. And I'm your host today for the Business Spotlight podcast. And today I have the pleasure to introduce Mike Cammarata, the partner of Tide Creek Financial Group, as my guest. Today we're going to talk about Mike's business, his journey into business, challenges, best practices, and share a peek into what it's really like to build and operate businesses. So if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notification when we drop shows like this. Mike, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. If you would, share a little bit of your background and a little bit about your business as well.
Yeah, well, Stephen, thank you for having me. Greatly appreciated. I've been in the financial services industry for going on 20 years.
Ooh.
I am a certified financial planner,
Mhm.
exit planning advisor,
Mhm.
and plan fiduciary advisor. It's
Okay.
alphabet soup after my
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Um, all of those designations are really honed in and focused on the market that I serve, which is
Mhm.
business owners.
Mhm.
I was raised by small business owners, which I know
Okay.
we'll talk about more. I'm a business owner myself. I helped my wife start her own business last year. So I just have an affinity and a passion for working with business owners.
Awesome. Awesome. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are structured right now. How does a business like yours get structured? I mean, we get a lot of people who talk about solo ownership. We get a lot of people talk
Hmm.
about partners. You've got partner in your title.
Hmm.
Outside investors. How does your industry work, and how are you guys set up?
Yeah, so we're set up like many professional
Mm-hmm.
services companies or firms.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is myself, and then I have two other business partners.
Mm-hmm.
We have two associates,
Mm-hmm.
and we have four staff employees.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that is pretty common
Uh-huh.
in my industry,
Mm-hmm.
um, accounting industry, attorney industry. We have intentionally remained boutique
Mm-hmm.
because we feel like we want to provide the best service possible and the best experience possible. So therefore, we don't want to grow our practice too quickly, and
Mm-hmm.
therefore, something will lack.
So you're trying to avoid diluting the customer service experience.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
very good.
Absolutely.
So as a financial planner, the way I would, or any other uh, service professional, as I would
Hmm.
interpret it, you are first and foremost in production, essentially serving the client, doing the planning, and guiding them through decision-making processes. But there's also hats like marketing, hats like sales, hats like bean counting at the end, hats like
Hmm.
HR. Who are we going to hire and how are we going to hire them? There's a whole bunch of hats there. What are the hats that you wear?
Currently, in my current capacity, I handle our firm's business development, marketing. I am still doing planning
Mm-hmm.
for a number of clients,
Mm-hmm.
but I have shifted, and this was also intentional, to
Mm-hmm.
where I would say 70 to 80% of my time is spent on the business development side and new
Mm-hmm.
client acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still spending about 20 to 30% of my time hands-on working with clients,
Mm-hmm.
as where my two business partners, they pretty much spent 90% of their time working as practitioners.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was intentional. When I joined the firm in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
that was the plan all along. I really enjoyed the networking and the business development side of the business,
Mm-hmm.
as where my partners did not. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they can do it, but they don't enjoy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided that this is the way that we would move things forward. And here we are almost 10 years later, and it's come to fruition.
That's kind of an interesting kind of mind shift, isn't it?
Hmm.
Transitioning away from being the practitioner towards being in that other role. Um,
Hmm.
how have you handled that transition? There's quite a mind
Um,
shift there.
yeah, I would say that there are pains that you go through.
Hmm.
Uh, because prior to that, Stephen, I was wearing all the hats.
Hmm.
Prior to that, you could say that I was more of a solopreneur
Hmm.
or a solo practitioner to
Hmm.
where I was wearing all the hats.
Hmm.
So it was an adjustment. It certainly
Hmm.
was an adjustment because my mindset was, well, if I'm not in a client meeting, then I'm not doing my job. But when you're doing business development, if you are in a client meeting, you're not doing your job. So
It's an
it
interesting dilemma,
right.
isn't it?
It,
Yeah.
it is yeah, it is interesting. So it didn't happen overnight. It happened over time.
Hmm.
And working with a coach like yourself, one assessment that I did on a regular, sort of ongoing basis was time management tracking.
Ah, good, good, good. Yeah, auditing, right.
Correct. So my calendar is color coded. It wasn't
Hmm.
always this way,
Hmm.
but I started color coding my calendar, and I
Hmm.
have a color code for client meetings.
Uh-huh.
I have a color code for networking or business development activities.
Hmm.
So over time, my goal was to see less of this color and more
Hmm.
of this color.
Hmm.
So that's how I
I
went
could
about going through that shift.
I could extrapolate just a bit from there, so I think I'll ask this question.
Hmm.
Would there be value in taking it the next step of transitioning to building a team that helps you do that?
So that question has been posed. And in terms of building a team to helping me do that,
Hmm.
I feel very strongly about this. If you own a business, you should be the one doing business development
I see. Okay.
because there is no one that can speak to what it is you do, how you're different, and
Hmm.
most importantly, your passion for why you're doing it.
Got it. Good.
Hiring somebody to serve in a business development role as a paid
Hmm.
employee, they are
Hmm.
not going to have the passion, the desire, the motivation like the owner does.
Hmm. Okay. Good. All right.
Now, I do have support staff that helps me with marketing initiatives
Yep.
and more of the admin on the back
Hmm.
end. But
Hmm.
in terms of being the face and being the one out there
Hmm.
meeting other
Hmm.
professionals and other
Hmm.
centers of influence, that has to be me.
What does make you unique? And why would it be your firm somebody would call?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. I would say it's two things.
Hmm.
One, if you are a business owner,
Hmm.
I believe there is no better firm out there to work with
Hmm.
than Tide Creek.
Hmm.
And I had mentioned it during my introduction, but I was raised by small business owners.
Hmm.
My father, who was not college educated, but was a very
Hmm.
hard worker,
Hmm.
he purchased a very small printing business
Hmm.
in Baltimore City
Hmm.
2 years before I was born.
Hmm.
My mom, when she was pregnant with me, she quit her full-time job in order to work full-time in my dad's business, as
Mm-hmm.
well as be a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the good times and the bad times. I lived it
Mm-hmm.
with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
not directly, but indirectly.
Maybe directly.
Yeah. Um, it's something that is just in my DNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that makes me different than maybe some other planners or advisors out
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
is that I grew up in that environment. I live in that environment today. I can
Mm-hmm.
relate to what any business owner is going through,
Good.
both
Good.
pains and successes.
Good. Good. Good.
I understand the balance sheet. I understand an income statement. I understand how important it is to make payroll. So I would say another differentiator when it comes to our firm is that we spend a lot of time up front, really getting to know who the client is, what they care about, why they get out of bed every day and do whatever it is
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing. And for a lot of people that come into our office and we are having this discussion in a discovery meeting, they're asking, why do you need to know these things? Don't you just want to know like where my investments are held and what my numbers are? And I mean, the truth of the matter is the numbers are just numbers on a page.
Mm-hmm.
If we really don't know who the person is and what we're
Mm-hmm.
planning for,
Mm-hmm.
the numbers are meaningless.
Yeah.
So we
So
develop,
true.
yeah, we spend a lot of time up front asking a lot of questions that have nothing to do with what they own, what they're invested in, how much do they have in the savings account. And it's because we are developing the lens that we need to look through as practitioners when we are analyzing their data, as we are giving them advice and guidance.
That is fantastic. You're basically aligning yourself to their vision.
Correct.
Good. In that vein, let's go a little bit more specific. Business owners come in many different sizes and stripes. Very little businesses, very big businesses, Fortune 500 businesses. Which are the owners you guys target most?
I would say the owners that we are targeting most, really,
Mm-hmm.
it's industry agnostic,
Mm-hmm.
but it's businesses that are doing anywhere from 5 to 50 million in revenue,
Mm-hmm.
and they have somewhere between 25 and 500 employees.
Got it. Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Those are the types of owners and the types of businesses we feel like we can have the most positive impact on.
One of the things that comes to mind with owners of businesses that size is they seem to have evolved a vision of where they want to get to a little bit more clearly than the ones smaller than that. They've gotten far enough to see what's possible.
Hmm.
So they've
I would
got a
say,
bigger picture.
yeah, and Stephen, I would also say this. Most of the clients that come in our door are already working with a financial advisor.
Mm-hmm.
They already have a team of
Mm-hmm.
advisors. They
Mm-hmm.
have a CPA, an attorney, an
Mm-hmm.
insurance broker. The one thing that we find that they lack is a quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
someone who really has spent time creating that vision
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that everything that they're doing, not just in their financial planning section, but in all of their sections, is aligned with that vision.
Excellent. That gets us back to the exit strategy, exit planning. How do we decide when and how we're going to um, go beyond this? Um, this is a business that has gotten to a size it can continue to exist beyond the original owner's participation. That's so it
Hmm.
sounds like that's a piece of where you're trying to help these guys get to.
It's a very large piece of
Hmm.
what we're trying to help these owners visualize.
Great.
I can tell you, I mean, there's statistics out there that, and a lot of them come from the Exit Planning Institute,
Hmm.
that 70% of business owners almost immediately regret selling their business within the first year.
Oh, that's an interesting number. Wow. Why?
And it's not because they didn't get enough money.
Yeah,
It's because they did not take the time to think about what their life and what their purpose is going to be after the business.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So, what needs to be aligned beforehand is business, financial, and personal.
Hmm.
Those are the
Hmm.
three legs of the stool.
Hmm.
And frankly, and once again, I learned this while getting the SEPA designation.
Hmm.
Exit planning is good business strategy.
Hmm.
That's really all it is.
Day one.
Day one.
Hmm. Yeah.
So if you are a business owner out there and you hear exit planning, if you are approached by a certified exit planning advisor, it doesn't mean that you need to be within 5 years of selling your business.
Right. Right. It could be 50 years.
It could be. It could be. I had mentioned earlier, I helped my wife start her own business.
Hmm.
We have already had discussions of what it would look like to exit that business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're 6 months in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a cliche, start with the end in mind.
Hmm.
Um, and I think I articulated a target audience. Um, that's a target audience I would imagine is very receptive to thinking down that path. The guy
Hmm.
who has two people on his team probably isn't quite ready for that thinking yet. He's still trying to figure out how he's going to get the next transaction. Um,
And I would say, Stephen, another thing that's important is that there are, I would say, two types of business when it comes to an exit.
mhm,
You have a lifestyle business,
mhm,
and then you have a business that is actually sellable.
mhm. Yes,
There is nothing wrong with lifestyle businesses.
correct. As long as that's
Like,
what you want.
right, as long as that's what you want, and as long as you're doing the proper planning,
Mhm.
knowing that there isn't going to be a big payday at the end.
It's a job.
Right.
You're basically trading your time for money.
Hmm.
I saw it in a book the other day, and it articulates well. You can be in a position to trade time for money, which is kind of like a job. You can be in a position to trade money for time,
Mm.
which is a much higher layer. You can be in a position to trade money for money.
Hmm.
Different
Okay.
three entirely different
It is.
layers of this game. And yeah, I like that. That's good. That's good. Cool. Um, this is very good. We're getting a lot of really interesting nuggets here that I think are valuable to get out.
This is
What is,
fun.
yeah, this is fun. What is one thing you wish more people knew about your business at this point?
Oh, I would say that we are all not the same.
Hmm.
And I don't blame the general public
Hmm.
for the misunderstanding of our industry because
Hmm.
I believe that our industry allowed for a lot of interchangeable titles.
Ooh, good way to put it. Yeah.
And because of that, there is confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I would say to those out there, if they are currently working with an advisor, with a planner,
Mm-hmm.
they understand what that planner or that advisor's role is,
Mm-hmm.
what it is that they should expect to receive
Mm-hmm.
in both service and value,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe more importantly, what should they expect them not to be doing?
That is a good point.
Because I think people set certain expectations without communicating them,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore you're sort of doomed to be disappointed.
You know, there is a point there. What should you expect and what should you not expect?
Hmm.
You gotta think through both sides.
Hmm.
That's a really interesting aspect of this game. If you hadn't thought about the second one, then you don't really understand the depth of the first one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
very true.
Cool, cool. What led you down this path? What led you to choose to go into this kind of a mission?
So I think it goes back to my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when my mom was a stay-at-home mom and she was doing
Mm-hmm.
my dad's books,
Mm-hmm.
I just had an interest in what she was doing.
Ah, okay.
And math was something that just came easy to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew I wanted to be in some sort of business studies. I just didn't know what.
Mm-hmm.
So I had actually started my studies in accounting when
Mm-hmm.
I went to college,
Okay.
and I was falling asleep in my classes.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to the accountants out there, but I found it pretty boring.
Uh-huh.
I decided to transition from accounting to finance,
Okay.
and I studied different types of finance in college. The one that I was attracted to the most was corporate finance.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The
Cost
issue
accounting
with
and those kinds of things.
correct. The issue was that once I graduated, there were not many companies hiring somebody right out of college to go into a
Uh,
corporate finance role.
yeah. Okay. Yep.
So after working as a manager in retail for
Mm-hmm.
3 years out of college, I decided to get into the financial services industry, really not understanding it at all.
Got it? Yep.
I had no idea what I was going to be doing. I just knew that I did not want to work in retail.
I can
So
relate to that. Yeah.
yeah, when I started my career, I started with MetLife, which is a financial services company.
Yep.
Great company, great products, but my training was here's how to sell MetLife products, which I got to admit, it was exciting.
Yeah.
And looking back, I don't feel like I ever had to apologize for anything that I implemented,
Yeah.
but I was not planning, I was not advising. I was looking for a way to sell a MetLife product to the person in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not why I got into this industry. I got into this industry to serve people like my parents.
Yep.
And I wasn't going to do that just by selling products that are on the shelf.
Yep.
And that is what really shaped where I am today and what my focus is, as well as our firm's approach to working with the clients that we work with.
Got it. Good. 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 Kind of down this journey, you've had the chance to address a whole bunch of hurdles, challenges, ways of doing things. What's a more memorable hurdle you've had to overcome?
Oh, wow. Um, I have almost quit probably 4 times in my career.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And I would say the last time I almost quit was the time that I really understood my value,
Mm-hmm.
which ultimately led me to leaving the firm I had been working at the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was a hurdle, however,
Mm-hmm. It
because I
is.
had I had worked at this firm for 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
The resources that they were providing me in order to get new clients, I don't feel like there was anywhere else that I could have gotten those same type of resources.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to be dependent on someone else when it came to finding clients. And that's really when I started down my networking and business development journey. I decided that I was going to go out, build my own relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore, hopefully, referrals would be reciprocated.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Kind of taking that the next stage, looking forward instead of looking
Mhm.
backward. Where do you see the business going in the next 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see it evolving?
Um, I mean, there's so many ways it could go.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that we have always followed really the wishes or the expectations of the clients that we bring in.
Mm-hmm.
So I could certainly see us, I mean, we are growing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we have had to add people to our team
Mm-hmm.
every year for the last five
Mm-hmm.
years
Mm-hmm.
because we are just organically growing.
Mm-hmm.
I see us being the premier firm in the Mid-Atlantic
Good.
when it comes to financial planning for business owners, exit planning with business owners, and really just making sure that they're doing all the right things.
Good. 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 That's a big vision.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yep.
Big,
Yeah.
what do they call it? A big, hairy, audacious goal.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. What do you see as the main challenge to pull that off?
Um, I would say the main challenge, and we kind of addressed this earlier, is the public's perception of who we are and what we do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Education.
mean, education, I mean, I would say the general public is becoming more and more educated.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, 5 years, 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
no one that I was engaging asked if I was a fiduciary or
Mm-hmm.
if I work in a fiduciary capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would say in 50% of our intro or discovery meetings,
Yeah.
that question is being asked. And I
Good.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, I will say the general public, maybe not, they may not know what being a fiduciary or acting in a fiduciary capacity really means.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're asking the question, we've come a long way.
It's a start, isn't it? Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a start.
Yeah.
It
Awesome.
is a start.
Knowing what you know now, if you were going to start this business over again new today,
Mhm.
are there any things you would do drastically differently?
Yes, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I first started in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of different mentors.
Mm-hmm.
And there were several mentors that encouraged me to follow the philosophy, fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm. It's a common one. Yeah.
And to those out there listening, don't do that. Be your authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
Follow your personal mission,
Mm-hmm.
your personal passions.
Mm-hmm.
Like follow that internal compass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't fake it
Mm-hmm.
because one, people can see right through that, and two,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be unhappy if you
Good.
can't be yourself.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah. And those of us in a professional services kind of role, um, if you aren't being authentic, you're probably not talking to the right people.
Yeah.
They want to know who they're talking to.
Hmm.
They don't want to be talking to a charade.
Correct.
Yeah. Good, good, good. This is a lot of fun, right? I mean, we're touching an awful lot of really interesting
Yeah,
points
we
here.
are.
But uh, in the interest of time, I think I want to start heading in the direction of wrapping up. So I've got a
Okay,
few rapid fire questions. Let's see what we can do with those.
let's go.
What would you say has been your key to success down this journey?
Um, my belief in myself.
Hmm. Okay.
I would, yeah. There were many occasions throughout my adult career or
Hmm.
careers where people told me that I could not do something. That
And
statement for me,
yeah,
like that is all I need to hear to prove you wrong.
is that like waving a red flag in front of a bull?
It's great analogy, Stephen. Great analogy.
Hmm. Isn't that interesting?
Okay, okay.
Here we have a dare.
Hmm.
Awesome, awesome. Let's pretend you and I were having coffee at a coffee shop down the street, and somebody walks in with a friend and is talking about this business he's just getting started up. What's one piece of advice you would share with him?
Define your target market or target audience ASAP
Mm-hmm. Good, good.
and make sure that everything that you are doing, whether it's marketing, operational, doesn't matter, is aligned with that target market or target audience.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's a key. That is very much a key. I like that. That's good. What's one book you're reading now or have read recently that's had
Hmm.
impact on how you're doing your business?
So the book that I am reading or recently read was Walking to Destiny
Okay.
by Chris Snyder,
Hmm.
who is one of the owners of the Exit Planning Institute.
Hmm.
And it's really all about the methodology of driving value in your business.
What did you learn from that? That's actually a really important concept that I think a lot of people miss.
Hmm.
In kind of a short version, because we could spend all day on that topic alone.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, what would you say summarizes a good kind of concept of value of your business?
Right. So, I mean, the value of your business is what someone from the outside would purchase it for.
Hmm.
And when you focus on value,
Hmm.
you are going to just be implementing best practices
Hmm.
across all areas of your business.
Hmm.
And the more you are focused on value, the better and more efficient your is going to run. And more importantly, is going to run without you.
Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Yes. That's a fantastic concept so many people miss. That one
Hmm.
right there. Yeah, I love that.
Hmm.
That's great. Perfect. You've had a great journey. You've learned a lot. You've seen a lot. What are you most proud of in this process?
Yeah, I would say what I am most proud of in this journey is, oh my gosh, it's two things, Stephen. Um, the first one is becoming my parents' trusted advisor and planner.
Mm.
And because of the process I took my parents through almost 10 years ago, we were able to identify something in their business that was a huge blind spot.
Mm.
And I don't think it would have been detrimental. However, they would not be where they are today had we not identified that blind spot.
An
It was
opportunity picked up.
correct. And like most business owners, my parents had a team of advisors, but nobody
Hmm.
quarterbacking.
Hmm.
And when I became the quarterback and I started collaborating with their other advisors,
Yep.
we found the blind spot and we then planned for that. So
Very
that
good.
is yeah, that is one thing I am most proud of. The second thing, this is I would say more recent, is that I served as the chair of the board for the
Hmm.
Central Maryland Chamber of Commerce last year.
Very good.
And what I've also found is that not all chambers of commerce are the same.
Hmm.
And working with the president and CEO, we started implementing a vision that we had years ago. And because of that, the chamber is stronger, it's thriving, both financially as well as just the energy and the number of new members. And I'm so proud of seeing where our chamber is today from the time when I joined the board in 2018.
Very good. Very good. Awesome. 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 That gives you a lot of opportunity to meet a lot of people.
I mean, it's a great place to be to meet other business owners.
Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Following up on that and kind of flipping the question around just for fun, if there was in one area in your business you could make a significant improvement this afternoon, what would it be?
If I could clone myself,
Mm.
um, and what I mean by that is I I would love to be in two places at once
Hmm.
because there is so much opportunity out there
Hmm.
that, being present and being in certain rooms,
Hmm.
it opens the door to opportunities.
Hmm.
Um, so what I would say is I would like to have more admin automated
Hmm.
so that I can be where I want to be or where I need to be 100% of the time.
Awesome. 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 Very good. Most important question. How can people who want to know more get in touch with you most quickly?
Most quickly would be email.
Hmm. Okay.
And that is mcamarata at tidecreek-fg.com. Follow
Very
me
good.
on LinkedIn. Follow me on Facebook. I try to put content out multiple times a week, and it is, for the most part, focused on business owners and the business owner community.
Very good. Very good. Fantastic. A lot of really important nuggets and points and perspectives that I think people need to incorporate into their thinking as they're driving forward. So thank you so much for that. That was great. I encourage everybody who's watching, save the show, come back. Mike really has shared some valuable nuggets of ideas. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications every time a new conversation like this one drops. And thank you to everyone who's joined us today. And a special thank you to Mike for sharing what he has. He's been vulnerable, but he's also shared a lot of really great content for us. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it.